All right, ladies and gentlemen, get on in here. I have a story to tell. I got something I want to get off my chest tonight. And I just felt like tonight was a perfect night to share since I'm in a talkative mood. So, as you can see, my lovely lady in front of me, she's my mannequin. I've had her for years. I have a few of them, but yeah, I just don't like to really reveal my face when I'm talking about things that are personal to me, but I want to share. So I hope you don't mind looking at her. But she got a nice outfit. That's actually a bathing suit she has on with a jacket. But anyway, that's not why I'm on here tonight. I am on here because I'm just going to say it flat out. I am abstinent and I can't get out. I feel like I am stuck in this box of just abstinence. Like, and it's hot in here. I want to get out, but I can't. It's been a very, 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 very long time. I'm talking about years. It's actually 365 days in a year when you think about it, right? So if it's been years, like it's been days, and it just and it's still ongoing. And I know a lot of people are out there, that are abstinent. They're probably feeling the same way because I'm just going to get right into it. Being abstinent is amazing, especially when you first start, right? It's like you're taking a break from people. You're getting yourself together. You're trying to put yourself in a better headspace. You're trying to get better emotionally, physically, whatever, just in every aspect, right? And why be bothered with folks today too much? Because there's so much going on. People are sleeping with everything or anything walking. And, and they do this without a care in the world. And I just, I care about my body. I care about my life, my future, and who I decide to let in my world, who I decide to let into my space and more importantly, my body, you know. So I decided to go on this journey of abstaining from sex, and it was amazing in the beginning. Number one, I didn't have to worry about unwanted pregnancy. Number two, I didn't have to worry about any kind of diseases, okay? At all. Number three, I didn't have to deal with anybody's attitude. I didn't have to deal with anybody questioning me. I didn't have to deal with, wondering whether or not somebody's cheating on me, if I'm just in a wrong relationship. I mean, I was just free and clear of it all to do me. I don't have any children. I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have to ask you why you didn't pay your child support. I didn't have to ask anyone, like, are you going to come get your kid this weekend? I didn't have to, get on anyone about, not calling me back and I've been waiting or being stood up. I mean, just anything you could think of, I didn't have to deal with. I felt like just free, like a bird to just fly and soar and do whatever it is I want to do at any given time. And who cares? And if you got a problem with it, so be it, because I don't owe you anything. And that's another thing, being free and not owing anybody anything. I didn't make any promises. If I tell you no, then it's no. I don't have to consider how you feel because we are not in a relationship. I'm not even being intimate with you. I don't have to even be bothered. Have a good day. Good night. See you later. And I can go to bed and I can snore because I haven't hurt anyone. I haven't pissed anyone off. I haven't disappointed anyone. I'm doing me, and that's it. I don't have to concern myself about what nobody else is doing. I'm not getting any looks or bad vibes from folks because I probably dated their man and didn't know. I'm not being involved with anyone. I don't have to answer anyone's questions. Like I'm doing me and I'm moving to the beat of my drum to the fullest. And it is wonderful until you start to get lonely. And people don't really talk about that part. I hear people on social media, yeah, I've been abstinent for 2 years. I've been abstinent for 3 years. I've been abstinent for 7. Yeah, it's been 9 years. It's been 12 years since I've been, and I feel great. And really? Because I'm well over 5 years. And I have to say, like, this ship is getting ready to sail. Like I listen, I can't continue on like this as human beings, connecting with someone, to me, in my opinion, is essential. I mean, if you don't do it, you won't die, but it does make life worth living. It makes life, more interesting and just, more fulfilling, I should say. Now, sure, I just sat for 5 minutes and told you how I didn't really want all the other things that come with relationships, but there are pros and cons. But it doesn't mean that I don't want a relationship ever again. My issue is, and my challenge is that I weigh out the pros and cons, right? But of course, I don't want to live the rest of my life just alone. No one, I don't think, really wants that, right? And I feel like I can tolerate some things. I can take some things, and me being older now and much more mature, I can handle a relationship a lot better, So abstaining wasn't just a gift to me, but it also was a gift to my future husband, to know that I have sacrificed and stayed away from people to become better. I removed myself to reinvent myself. And it's a gift to me and to anyone, that I choose to spend my life with. It was determination and focus and discipline. I mean, discipline to the highest power. Like, discipline times like a million. Like, this is very, like, it's a challenge, but you definitely have to be focused and disciplined in order to do it. You have to really, like, and that's what it does to you. That's the benefit also. So it'll keep you more focused, and and me, it made me want to even get more connected with God. So there's so many great benefits to me and to the person who I choose to share my life with. But it's so hard after you've been in this abstaining from sex that it's hard to get out of it. Because now you feel like, I'm not trying to jeopardize, what I got going on right now to make a mistake. See, again, a lot of people talk about the benefits of abstaining from sex, but you don't talk about this part right here. How do I get out of this? How do I trust again? How do I bring myself to be able to accept someone in my life again that could potentially screw up everything that I just, changed in my life, And it's like, can I take that chance? Can I make that decision to allow someone in again? It is difficult. And sure, I'm a human being. I have needs and desires, and I'm human. And absolutely, yes, it gets very hard at times. You find things that you can do, and it's not always just self-pleasuring. You learn to do other things. And over time, your desire is still there. But to me, it seemed like it could sometimes like reduce because you're not out there again. But if you are a healthy person, a healthy woman or a healthy man, yeah, the desires are still there. But you become more powerful because you can control it. So the power that you gain from this is amazing. People who are in the entertainment, like boxers, they're in the entertainment industry, right? They abstain during the time that they're, I would say, getting ready for huge fights. So it's definitely benefits to this. But you become more powerful and more in control of what you do. I don't know if I guess it's really all mental at the end of the day, but, because you learn how to control your mind, you learn how to control your wants and your desires. You really do take control of your life, and you gain power from that. And it's like, I I can take it or leave it, basically. But I've been wanting to get out of this and move on with someone. Because, I mean, you can't just stay here. But the moment I think about the potential problems, you meet one person. I'm heterosexual, so I'm a woman, of course, and I'm interested in men. I meet a guy. He's a great guy, right? Maybe he has one or two kids. At my age, I should expect some, men to have at least a child or two, right? No problem, and I'm willing to put up with that, right? But meanwhile, I have none. So now I get into this relationship, and there's going to be things that are just going to happen because it's called life. Life happens to us all. And when you start adding other people to it, it becomes more, sometimes more colorful, more interesting, sometimes more challenging. And am I willing to take on the challenges of others or take on other responsibilities that are not mine when I haven't had to in the past? I'm not going to go into my number, but I haven't had to deal with anyone else's issues. But if I decide to get in a relationship with someone, I have to, make that decision. Hey, what are you going to do? And you're so quick to say no. It's like I have not had to deal with anything but my own, and to take on someone else and like a whole team of people. I met a guy not too long ago, and he was like, trying to find a sister wife, right? But I didn't know at first, and we were just talking to each other. And just one day I just asked him, I said, sir, are you married already? He said, yes. And I said, oh, so you're looking for another wife, like a sister wife? He said, yes. I said, well, let me ask you a question. I'm not really interested in doing this, but how many kids do you have? Oh, I have 5 children. Oh, you got 5. And then, so you're married. So that means that I'm taking on like 6 people. It'll be 7 of us. And I said, it's like, and I don't knock anybody who does that, more power to them. You do whatever works for you. I'm not knocking people at all. But I'm just saying, like, at my age, you're going to meet men who have children. And he may not be looking for a sister wife, but you're taking on responsibility that's not yours. You can't go into a relationship with men who have kids and feel like, well, those are your children, not mine. So that's your responsibility and you deal with it all. I have nothing to do with it. No, we are now a family. Are you ready for that? Or can you handle that? What would that look like for you, right? You start like, everything, that could possibly happen, you start to think about. Because you've been away from everyone. You've been away. You haven't had to deal with anything. And good luck finding a man who's been abstinent. Like good luck with that. And even if he tell you that he is or was, is he telling the truth? How would we really know whether or not? It's kind of harder to tell with them. Are you really out here in these streets making sacrifices like myself? Are you really as disciplined? And so it's like, good luck with that. Because if you meet a man who has been abstinent, he will understand what you're dealing with and what you're going through. And and maybe what you're looking for. He can understand that experience, I would say. At the very least, he can kind of understand that experience. Now, I'm sure it's not exactly the same, him being a guy and you being a female, but he can empathize. He can understand where you are. Like I said, it's a great thing, a great experience, but you also develop, let's be honest, some kind of fear. And you can't live your life in fear. You cannot be fearful. You shouldn't be afraid of anything. But no one is talking about that fear that you feel in going back out there again. I'm going to make another mistake. I'm going to mess around with this guy because I am now feeling a little slightly desperate because it's been so long. I may not even know how to pick them anymore. I may not be able to pick up some of the tricks and are people still playing tricks? Have people grown up yet? I haven't been out there yet. I don't even know. I haven't been out there in a long time. I have no idea what's going on. The last time I heard, the dating pool had like pee in it. That's what someone said. So I don't know. I don't even know what to expect. And if someone is trying to play me, it's like, can I pick up on it? I've been gone for so long. It's like I need a retraining on this whole dating thing. I have no idea what I'm getting into. And that's the fear that I have. And this is how people get stuck in this, because it's hard to get out. You do develop some sort of fear that no one is talking about. Oh, it's all beautiful. I sacrifice and I'm waiting for my husband. You okay? You scared. Because you don't want to run upon some old crazy guy that's just going to take advantage of you because because the first thing you're going to tell him, I've been abstaining. Oh, really? Let me get that real quick. Right? That's what I think about. He's not going to respect the fact that you made the sacrifice for yourself or whatever you did it for. What does he care? So it's like when you think about dating, or when I think about dating, these are the things I think about. It's hard to get back out there. And you want to, like yesterday, or I would say like months ago you wanted to, but you just have no idea how to get back out there again. You have no idea how to develop that trust again. You have no idea how to not be afraid that you're going to come across some jerk that's going to just ruin your life after all the sacrificing you've done. And so you don't want to destroy what you've done for yourself by making the wrong choice. There's no Mr. Right out there, but it's definitely a Mr. Wrong. Okay? There is no Mr. Right out there, or Miss Right at all. But there's definitely a Mr. Wrong. There's definitely a Miss Wrong. There are people that you are just not compatible with. There are some crazies out there, and there's some people that you should just straight up avoid, don't even say, hello to. But you'll never know if you don't get out there and start seeing someone, trying to mingle again. And so I just wanted to get on here and talk about that, because I hear so many stories. There's so many videos on YouTube about being abstinent, but they never talk about the fear of starting all over again. I saw one girl, she did a video and she talked about how she was abstinent for a very long time and she made the mistake. She did an oops. She made an oops, and then she started her journey again. And was so disappointed that she had to make a video about it. Nobody wanted to be her. No one wants to make that mistake, right? All of my abstinent women out there, nobody want to go out there and make a oops and then come back and say, oops, let me get back on my journey again. And your journey to what? It's like he ain't coming to your door. You have to get out there. You have to make the mistakes again. Are you willing to make those mistakes again? Are you willing to accept the fact that after you've been on this journey of abstinence, that guy that you might meet might be a mistake? Are you willing to accept that? No, a lot of us are not. That's the problem. That's how you end up stuck in this. So I need you guys to tell me, what do you think? Is it really worth staying in this for such a long period of time? Sure, you enjoy all the benefits that I mentioned in the beginning, of this video. But over time, it's like, well, I'm just going to have to go out there and risk making that mistake. I'm going to have to risk it all. Do you feel comfortable with risking it all again? Are you going through the same thing that I am? Do you feel the same way? Listen, I'm going to need you guys to comment down below. Give me your opinion. Tell me how you feel. Because I know it's not just me. It can't be just me. All that you've sacrificed, building yourself up again, reinventing yourself is a wonderful thing, isn't it? It's amazing. And now you start to feel like, not too many people, I don't know if they even worth what I've done. My masterpiece is sacred. Can I let you in? How do I let you in again? Where do I start? How do I even get started? I just have no idea. I am stuck in abstinence. And I just don't know what to do. I know I want out. Absolutely 100%. I know I want to take that chance and risk it all again, right? I do. But I don't know how to trust again. I don't know how to stop being super cautious about everyone that I meet. I don't know how to let someone in again. Do you hear what I'm saying? After being abstinent for so long, how do I let someone in again? I can see the green light, right? I see the green light and I want to go, but I can't. My foot is on the gas, but for some reason I'm not pressing it. I am stuck in abstinence and I need to get out. Can someone help me, please? Don't forget to comment below. Thank you. Have a good night.